Welcome back to part 2 of our How We Used It Azure Haul. It's technically part 4 of our Azure Haul for October. And in this video, we're gonna spend the next 2 days sharing what we eat for the next 2 days. So tonight we've got some meal prep that we're gonna do. We're going to make a baked oatmeal. It's an apple pie baked oatmeal. Kevin's gonna chug down some maple syrup. We've got tuna sandwiches tomorrow. We have cottage pie for dinner.
Also known as shepherd's pie, but it's made differently.
With beef. And then we've got a cowboy quiche, chili and cornbread on Friday, which it's actually gonna end up being...
It's gonna be way too hot for chili and cornbread,
warm.
but by the time dinner comes around, it'll be nice.
No, that's lunch. Okay.
Maybe we'll do chili dogs instead.
And then we're gonna do a roasted chicken for dinner and make some broth out of that.
Nice.
So,
y'all been asking for delicious food and meals, and here you go. Let's get after it. Let's start with baked oatmeal. It's like an apple
pie baked oatmeal.
It's like an apple pie baked oatmeal.
Breslin, you are a great helper. Good job.
One. Where's my crack?
One crack. Breslin's on the eggs.
I want to do that. See?
What?
Can I help you?
Get it, girl. Come on.
Okay, since the avocado oil
Just
jar
arrived.
is not refilled, we're gonna just kind of...
Glug glug.
Who wants to refill that?
Can I do this?
Yes.
You get to do a lot of things. No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
You got to do.
Up on the sides, up on the sides.
Dad,
up
can
on
I use a
the
bigger
sides.
spoon? That would be the bear. It took me a while.
I'm about to die.
The next time you make the soup.
Hold on, Elias. Let me see that.
Mom, stop taking the stuff out of the bowl. I want to eat it.
Mom!
Mom, stop! Stop now! Sit in your helper station. All right, so I cut off the extra parchment paper so that the saran wrap would go over it easier. We're gonna cover these, take everything out to the garage, and grab our meat for the next few days out of the freezer.
The previous day, we actually ended up making some beef jerky, and here is the step-by-step of what happened and how we did it. All right, welcome back. We are going to make beef jerky today, kind of in between massive meal prep days. So, I have 5 pounds of delicious ground beef. Yes, beef jerky made with ground beef. Hold on. Over the years, we've tried different cuts of meat. We found that the ground beef is an excellent option to make. Very easy to eat, easy to make. So just plopping these into our Bosch mixer. This is typically used for cookies and such, but it works really, really ridiculously good for this. We love making our beef jerky using the coconut aminos. It is a fantastic, healthy alternative to the soy sauce. Gives it that teriyaki type flavor and is scrumdiddlyumptious. 5 pounds of ground beef. We're gonna do 1 cup worth of coconut aminos. So we're gonna go splishy splash with the whatsoever sauce, about 2 tablespoons. Rule of thumb is about 1 tablespoon per pound of ground beef. Because we have the coconut aminos in there, that brings in a lot of flavor already. So I'm gonna go with 2 tablespoons of salt inside the thing. Bosch, thanks. And then we love our garlic like a lot. So we're gonna load up on the garlic. We're gonna go 3 tablespoons of garlic.
You could do even a little bit more.
Of course, what is beef jerky without a little bit of smokiness? Smoked paprika. 1 tablespoon plus whatever's left. About another tablespoon. And then I'm just gonna crack some pepper in there. but also we like to put the pepper on the beef jerky after it's been made. Press play. It's that easy.
It smells so good.
All right, now that that's mixed for about 2 to 5 minutes, depending upon your mixer or whatever, we're gonna transfer this to the dehydrating or cooking process, which we're gonna use our Excalibur food dehydrator. That is probably one of our best investments we've made to date. That thing gets used. It's got 10 different rows, bunch of different settings, different temperatures and things like that, timers, all that, which is really easy to use. So, in order to get this into there, we found a trick. And it is not that big. Hold on, that came out way faster. To use parchment paper and a pizza slicer. Okay, we have about 5 pounds worth of stuff in there. My goal is to take approximately 1 pound of meat and put it on here and transfer it into the dehydrator because that's the space that fits on these sheets. The reason I know that is because we've made it 100 million times. So that's my footprint, that's what I want to stay in because if it's outside of that, it just has to go back in the thing. Does want to help?
I want to help.
Yeah, sure.
That's what I was going to ask.
Cool. All right. Plop 1. Plop 2.
I choose this.
I'm calling that about a pound. I'm going to take a little bit off. Now, the coconut aminos makes it kind of sticky, but because there's fat inside of this meat, the fat is actually going to act as what we would call like a lubricant, yay, or a non-stick thing. This first round, it's going to want to stick to the parchment paper, but after that, the subsequent rounds will not stick. So, we're going to take this and just go lop. And then we start forming it to what we want. Another tool that works really good is a rolling pin. I'm gonna roll this guy out. Oh, it smells so good. And when it's cooking in the dehydrator, the whole house stinks like beef jerky. And it's so good.
Can I taste it?
Literally. This wants to stick. And it just made a liar out of me. Now, instead of just taking this and plopping it onto the sheet right away, and then you have this big, awkward piece of beef jerky that would be good for, like, I don't know, Andre the Giant.
Oh, wait.
Lyndon's going to take the pizza cutter, and he's going to do perforation lines on there for the size that we want. It also works well to cut it into the size that you want to store it in the container. Ready, set, go.
So like this thick? Perfect.
About 1 inch thick strips, yes.
Yep.
Doesn't have to be like, we're not building a rocket, just zip and go. Yep. Zip, go. Okay, you need to push, so, hang on, look up.
What did I do?
You need to push down. Push down. Boom.
Boom.
Boom. And then 1 across. Now, we're going to take this, transfer. Whoops. We're going to go like this.
Dad?
Pick it up. Okay. Now, this is where it likes to stick a little bit. Hold on, Lennon. Sometimes, like, see right here, it's starting to peel up a little bit. So what I do is I just take this little guy. Lennon, stop, please. Just take this and make sure. You can see the perforation lines through there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Boom. I should mention, the thickness is about 1/4 of an inch. In the cooker we go. It's just going to get eaten. Alright, I commandeered Elias to help roll out the last one. Breslin's going to cut it.
Oh, I'm gonna keep it as well. I did 2 times.
This is the 5th pound.
Wait, this is not the last one.
They're all in here. Temperature 155, about 8 hours.
I'm cutting.
For this thickness of beef jerky. Might be a little bit more, might be a little less. All the way, you gotta push down, okay?
But slowly.
Nice. In using the parchment paper, we essentially have no mess. Our rolling pin is clean. The only dish that's left to take care of is going to be the mixer and the knife, or the pizza slicer, and that's it. We'll come back after it's cooked.
Baked oatmeal for the fridge. Right there.
Nice.
Go.
For us. Yes.
So I don't need to pull out 3 chicken. So where's this cake gonna go? Cottage pie number 1. Cottage pie number 2. And
Go to the right. Go to the, yep. Grab that. Nope. No, that one. Yep.
that's what I was gonna do. Chili.
Chili. I was really expecting you to say cottage pie number 3.
We were gonna make meal baskets, but I'm exhausted.
I'm exhausted.
I did not take a nap today. I am over 14 weeks, and so I did not take a nap. And I'm like still alive.
You're on it.
It's almost 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So, we'll be back tomorrow morning cooking up some yummy stuff.
Far out. See you tomorrow. Good morning. Welcome back to day 1. Really?
Day 1.
It's day 1.
Day 1 of part 2 of part 4 video for our Azure Standard Haul.
If that makes sense. So, as you can see, we have stuff.
We wanted to jump in and share the giveaway just in case this is the first video that you're coming to. Wanted to make sure that you are aware we have a giveaway that you can enter in all 4 videos. We'll also probably have something on our community page where you can enter as well. This month for October we have the Fire Cider book.
Well, it's really a pack for immune boosting stuff.
We have an apple cider vinegar. We have a wildflower honey. We have a pack of elderberries. We also are including a spice jar mix with the elderberry
syrup seasoning.
Yes. And we're also going to be throwing in our October recipe pack. So to enter for the giveaway, what we're going to have you do is go down to the comments below and let us know how many people you are cooking for. Don't forget to include yourself. Okay, so I have a lot of work on the computer to do this morning, and we've got the baked oatmeal in the oven. But outside of that, Kevin and Harper are going to tag team
Cottage pie,
for dinner
tuna,
and tuna sandwiches for lunch, and making some bread, and making some rolls. So they've got a busy, busy morning ahead of them. Thanks, babe.
Got the carrots and onions cut. We're grabbing a big blop of lard into the big pots. So I measured out about 6 cups of each, but because I'm not going to eyeball it and I want it the way Harper does it, I'm going to actually measure out 3 cups and then the rest. Take your mobile kitchen tool, and then again, 3 cups of onions. Give or take, and the rest. Okay? We're gonna saute these for 5 to 20 minutes based on
10,
how
5
long
to
it takes for it to become nice and sauteed. Onions translucent, all that stuff. No seasoning yet. Seasoning comes later. Although I'm very tempted to want to season it now, my daughter, who is behind the camera, says not to.
Now that our carrots and onions are all sauteed, we are gonna add the meat and start chopping that up and browning it.
Bunch of garlic going in. It's about 6 or so cloves. Okay, the meat has been browning. Got the garlic and all the vegetables sauteed. The next step now is to add a thickening agent to coat everything, which is gonna be...
So you can use all-purpose flour, but we're using fresh ground flour.
So, sprinkle about, what, a quarter cup?
Yeah.
About a quarter cup of flour over each of them. We're gonna toss that, and then in goes the tomato paste
Yes.
and chicken broth.
And Worcestershire sauce.
And Worcestershire, sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't it?
Time for a splissy splash. How much is in there? All over you. Nice.
That does not taste good.
Yeah, it tastes good when you mix it with everything.
Yeah, it does.
Alright, how much per each one?
About 2 teaspoons?
Alright.
What?
Go ahead.
Should I do more?
Yeah, go gluggity glug. Gluggity glug.
Alright.
Gluggity 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 glug. It's like a tablespoon and a half. We're doing about half a can in each. I'm totally eyeballing what I think half is. Cool, Breslin. Cool, there's that. Burning through our Costco chicken stock, so it forces us to make chicken broth.
Oh, baby girl!
It's about 4 cups of chicken broth. The meat has been thickening for a while, and we're gonna add the frozen peas next. We're running about 2 cups of peas per pot. And then we have this awesome bag of frozen corn from Azure. Again, about 2 cups each. Stuck. That's silly. 1, 2. Wow, those are really stuck on there.
That was what?
All right, stir and cook. The mad scientist doing the bird. The bird. The bread.
3 cups of water.
3 cups of water. This is doubling a bread loaf recipe. So you're gonna get 4 loaves of bread out of this?
About. Unless I make them really big loaves, then I'll probably only get 3.
Cool. And then we have a little bit of sugar to feed everything.
The yeast.
Cool.
2/3 a cup of olive oil. 2/3 a cup of honey.
Alright,
1 heaping tablespoon
so you want me to wait?
of salt.
Margaret's done with her.
I
2 eggs.
Mary, because she said she probably will want some.
Cool.
Those are gonna cook
No
together.
audiobooks.
So what are you making?
Show for hardscape in Pantry.
4 tablespoons of sunflower lecithin. 2 teaspoons of vital wheat gluten. I'm going to do just under. And then I'm going to do half of my flour that I need.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes!
2 tablespoons of yeast. And then the rest of my flour, I need about 8 to 9 cups of flour. I added half of it when I added the vital wheat gluten and the lecithin. This is my dough. It's nice and light and fluffy, easy to work with. I've only oiled it twice, and it's a little tacky, but that's the way I like it. I will stretch it to see if it'll pass the window pane test, and it does beautifully. It's okay if it tears a little bit because I'm stretching it. But that is how your dough is supposed to look like.
The master baker baking away again. Watch now. Yeah, she makes a work of art. That's pretty.
Isn't it? Good. With me. Press it in and then fold. Press it in and fold. Press it in. Now sprinkle it on top.
Alright, bread is risen.
It collapsed a little bit. It was full. But look at this bubble right here.
That's a good bubble.
Come here, hit it. Will you hit it? Hold on, I'm waiting for Baby Go. Baby Go,
Stand up, no, just stand up behind the chair, or the thing, yep, there it is.
See it? Hit it. There's another bubble there. Hit it.
Do it. Whoa.
Look at how beautiful.
Nice.
I want to see it.
Over here for just a second. Okay, my dough has risen. I just dumped it out on the counter to shape it into my 4 loaf pans that I've oiled. And I'm going to divide the dough in half and use 1 part for these 2. Actually, I'm going to go like this. Some of the loaves are smaller, so they will get less dough. You can see how I'm dividing that. It's not at all in half. This loaf is much bigger than these 2, so those 2 will get way less dough.
You hear it?
That one little crease, when it rises, that'll just disappear.
What, Harbor?
These are going to rise until they are doubled. And while those are rising, I'm going to put our shepherd's pie mixture in here so that we can freeze it.
Alright, lass. Let's do it. Whoa. Jeepers. That's some good core and wrist strength. No wonder whenever I mess around with you, I have to work hard. Golly.
Okay, will you come get this?
What are you laughing for?
No, scrape that off.
Alright. Aye. The non-shepherd's pie. Cottage pie. And I'll be back.
We're going to mash them up with some butter inside of them and put cream and cream cheese and salt and pepper and a little bit of garlic in here. And then I'm going to spread that across the tops of the cottage pie. Let that butter melt.
Oh. Here.
Check out that sour cream. Some garlic. For just dishing potatoes as like a side for mashed potatoes, this would be about the consistency you'd want. But for spreading them, you want them a little bit more liquidy. I don't want to say liquidy. A little bit more creamier and smoother because you're going to be spreading them and you want that easy to be spread or easy spreadable.
Alright, what do you got?
I got the mashed potatoes
Oh, yes.
that are very creamy.
Far out.
And you just set it down there. I think that was the same one that I had. Where did it go? It flew out.
Yeah, it's gone.
I'm gonna spread I'm gonna spread these potatoes across these cottage pies. Hold on. Stop. Spread the potatoes across the cottage pie filling, and then this is gonna go straight to the freezer without baking. Okay, fish lips. Stop. Ready?
Ready.
Don't mess me up.
Oh, okay.
Dad. Okay. I'm gonna stop. Okay, I'm just gonna go grab something to put on top, and then finish. Remember the vinyl that we did? This is probably the best label ever because you can sit here and scrub it and it doesn't come off.
Okay, we got the leftover potatoes, the dish from breakfast, just like that. We're gonna bake it. We're gonna put the potatoes around here. It's a new style. No? All right, dump it in, girl. Nice. There's that awesome forearm strength coming in again. Shake, shake, shake. Check this out. This is how dads do this.
Now I've got my sides all sealed. This is when I will go through and scrape them down a little bit without making any holes in the sides, hopefully.
Because we're having tuna sandwiches for lunch, I'm gonna whip up another batch of mayo. It seems like I've been making mayo every day. Whew, here it goes. There is flour in there. 2 teaspoons of Dijon. Sorry, 2 tablespoons. All right, bunch of olive oil.
They're not. Guys, get down. Who was it?
All right, next up on the docket is mayo. We left some tuna in the bowl, so we're not dirtying up multiple dishes. I'm just gonna crumble that right into that bowl. All right. This is not gonna work. I totally lied to you. I need to crumble it in the bowl. I don't know what crazy planet I was talking from, but you need to crumble it in this bowl. Otherwise, if you put it in with the mayo, that would be messy. What? Shredded.
So do you dump that into there or you dump that?
Either one. Not sure. Be right back. That's what I'm doing. Do you want to do them? I really like using a large fork to mix the mayo. Just my preferred tool. Some people like a dry mayo or a dry tuna. Other people like a wet tuna. Grayson, what do you like?
I think I like right in the middle. Or whatever. Is that considered middle or what?
I would consider this dry.
Then I like dry.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like that.
With a little bit of salt. That's about 2 teaspoons. I like a peppery tuna, but not everybody does, so I'll just add extra pepper to the sandwiches. So I'm just taking my leftover mayo, adding that to the jar from the other day. We're gonna have burgers in a couple days. This will stay in the fridge and it'll be good. Till then, I have all of my dressing made that I need to. Hold on, Zayden. Hold on. And if I need to pull a little bit out of this to make a dressing, totally can do that. Okay? boom. We're
You're
gonna
gonna
write
put the
on here,
date?
'cause everybody knows what it is, but we're gonna write mayo in yesterday's date because that's when we made it. Or that's the oldest date. Mayo in there. Grayson's busting my chops because I'm calling the tuna mayo. Hold on. Yes, you guys can each have a piece of beef jerky. They love the jerky. Tuna is done. I'm gonna cover this, put it in the fridge, and we'll pull it out for lunch later. All right, let's talk over the ridiculous mixer.
I can stop the ridiculous mixer.
All right, what's up?
I am making chocolate chip cookies, or chocolate chip cookie dough, and I'm gonna make the cookies tomorrow. I have brown sugar right here.
Brown sugar.
It's not quite done yet, but we have it paused. And then my butter over here, which is, I think, about done. So I'm gonna turn this all the way down. These cookies are made with fresh ground flour. We experimented with different types of wheat. What we found works best is a 1-to-1 ratio of soft white wheat and hard white wheat. I'm gonna measure out 11 ounces of flour. Alrighty. Got my cookie dough with no baking soda. And I got my sheet. I'm gonna grab a spoon and start rolling these out. These cookies
Mom said to not whenever someone else is swinging on.
are going in the oven.
And start to fall sideways. No, I can't swing.
We're swinging first?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay, got the tuna sandwich station. The bread is resting for the last couple minutes. We got the pickled jalapenos, homemade mayo, onion, and then of course the tuna. We're going to assemble and kind of plate. Something that goes great with this is chips. So let's go get those. All right, that is the bread. Oh man.
I made it a little crusty this time. It might be even drier and better and hold its shape.
If you don't know, yeah, that's all I got. Please stop messing with that, Zayden.
Oh, come on.
Do you have anything you'd like to say about lunch?
I want to say thank you for you and Harbor for making lunch and dinner. I got a lot done and I'm excited about it. And I want to say I think it's so cute how you guys throw a couple chips on there and think that it's sufficient.
You tried making a sandwich and cutting it and keeping it together without chips falling off all over the place.
I love it. I love it. It's adorable.
Okay,
So I like my sandwiches piled with chips.
cool. Barbara, thank you for making the bread. Your bread making skills never cease to impress. Good job. We're gonna have some of that leftover fermented apple cider. It's gonna be delicious. Oh yum. So 100% amazing. Yeah.
I get no. Ready?
Ready.
I'm ready.
There's stuff at the bottom. Mom, there's stuff at the
She's
bottom.
like,
We need to shake
yep, it's good.
Mom,
Okay. That was delicious. I had two.
I have two.
You had two?
I have two.
You had two?
I had to.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay. We are now onto the cookies.
So we're also doing some experimenting now with the chocolate chip cookies to see what kind of results we can get. This is the result of no baking soda, and this is the result of half the baking soda. So there's quite a difference. Now I'm going to try them. That's kind of weird.
Ooh.
But this one's delicious. In the recipe, I will include the normal amount of baking soda because a lot of you probably aren't at high altitude. But if you are at high altitude, consider having the baking soda.
I can't eat cookies right now.
I can't either. I'm done.
Oh man.
Okay, I kind of just jumped into making the pumpkin dinner rolls, but right here I've added 1 cup of milk and 1 can of pumpkin, and I'm gonna add 2 eggs. I also added 1/3 cup of honey into here, and I've got 1/2 cup of butter melting right now, and I'm gonna add that to this, and then mix that, and then I'm gonna add my dry ingredients into here. Okay, I just brought over my pumpkin dinner rolls that have been rising for a while, and this is what they look like.
Remember how small that was? Look at how big this is.
All right,
Piece of the star.
it's already going down a little bit.
Do
You
it.
ready?
Wow.
Can I have a
Unreal.
piece of the
So cool.
pie?
Look how tiny that is now. This isn't that bad, but I can definitely tell that it's pumpkin-y because it's kind of sticky. It feels very wet, but it's not very wet. Like,
Okay.
it's weird.
Awesome.
Got my roll dough that I'm gonna dump out. Love this. It's so light and soft. Like insanely soft. 15 rolls in each pan. In half. Set this one off to the side. Make sure you've got an oiled surface for it. I'm gonna divide this into 16 little rolls and then just cut one and divide it and split that between smaller sized rolls. If you like big dinner rolls, you could keep it that size, but these will actually be pretty big in size.
Nothing could happen at this point, but I keep reading.
Pretend to be a house.
To pretend to be a
All right, next up is the salad. We got all the food plated. This is the leftover salad dressing from the other
Can I
day.
get some?
It's done, ready to go. Shook up,
Kombucha.
ready to rock.
Extra kombucha.
No. So yummy.
It's not. Boy, it looks like it.
My rocket!
Sorry, guys.
and think of the roll.
I haven't tasted it yet.
It tastes like a roll.
Yeah, I have dough.
I can't taste the cookies.
I can't either. Can you?
I can't taste.
What does it taste
I
like?
get a
How does
hit.
it compare to the
Tastes like a roll.
It's thicker.
Thicker.
Oh yeah. With
I like these.
Different consistency.
I love
It
these.
tastes like a roll.
Oh, I'm
It's good though, Harbor.
I'm
Where you
tasting the
going?
pumpkin.
Cool. Grayson,
I'm
will you
getting
go
the
get...
pumpkin.
No, Asher, will you go get the sauerkraut and a fork to serve the sauerkraut?
They're right. It does not taste like pumpkin, but it's really good. Like it's a different,
Yeah.
it's a different
But
texture.
it's more like it's more cornbready like.
They forgot.
I get a glass.
I think we did that.
No.
My fault.
Robert, look.
Spread one bottle around to everybody. Do the non-fermented cider one first. So we did one bottle with store-bought apple cider, and then we did one with some of our homemade fermented apple cider, and you'll see a huge difference between the two in just a minute. But let's start with the store-bought apple cider. Everybody's gonna try this. How much apple cider?
Okay.
1 cup of apple cider, and then filled the rest with kefir and put 1 cinnamon stick. And Azure is now carrying the good cinnamon sticks.
Celine?
Celine or whatever it's called.
Saline?
They're huge. They're like super
3-inch sticks that are
super
really
thick. You can see it in there.
That's not me.
Okay.
Yes,
I'm
that
just
is.
gonna pour it all into one and pour it in here.
Grassland,
Barbara, good job on the shepherd's
What
pie.
did you say to her?
Yes, the shepherd's pie is delicious.
Yeah.
You've got shepherd's pie, salad, pumpkin roll.
She was leaving on her own.
So, we had somebody comment on one of our videos wanting to know how we handled meals in our house with you guys living with us. And
Very nicely.
We're rich.
Eating good. Eating really good.
well, she was commenting that her parents or his parents, I think, live with them,
Asher,
and that
Oh, I can smell
pass
the.
that down.
the parents like everybody has one.
Everyone got one.
All right, let's take a drink.
Cheers.
I already did.
Cheers.
Cheers.
What do you guys think of it compared to the other kefir
Guys,
flavors?
I did a tear.
Seems a little.
Guys, I
This
get
is
no
the one
tear.
kefir I would drink.
Yeah.
Mom,
I know what it tastes like.
ones?
I loved it.
to me and you
I
tear.
remember the pineapple drinks that you made. Tapacha.
We should make some of that when I do ferment.
Yeah.
ferment.
I think it's good.
This tastes like tapacha.
I just
It tastes bland.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty bland. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Like it tastes.
There's no fermentation.
Well, it tastes like there's a lack of fermentation, which is so interesting. I told Harbor.
The process.
I said I think that the pasteurized cider killed all of the fermented food. I know that's not really how it works, but
Are you gonna eat all
I think
that?
it's really interesting.
All right. Does this one have any?
You are?
Alright, ready to see what this one does?
You're not gonna share any?
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to sound like.
It's coming.
Oh, here it comes.
Oh! Took a second.
So
I want
you,
some
right now.
it's been
Which one
opened
is
3
this?
times today.
Yeah, it's been open twice this
Just
afternoon.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it is bubbly.
It was much bubbly.
All right.
Mom's like, I'm up.
Anyway, Mom,
That one's mom.
she was saying that the parents that were living there preferred more carb, delicious food, and that they have a tendency to eat more paleo, and that they're having a hard time figuring out how to
Dad, can I get
navigate
yours?
that. No, it is her and her husband and
try
I think it's in-laws, her in-laws, and so I told her, I'm like, well, in our home we have 2 being added to our 9, and so it doesn't really make that much of a difference. It's not like half of our
Population is you guys.
yes.
Mine's the tallest right there.
And so I'm like, we do what we normally do, and you guys join us, and sometimes we do grain, sugar, dairy free, and when we do, you deal and go
I
out
went
to
into
eat.
standing up now.
If you want
I'm
to.
standing up on the ground.
I deal just fine with this.
Preston, you want more? You love more food.
I think that the way I'm distributing this is good. Mom,
Look at this off.
Thank you.
Zayden and Brazlin.
Yes, sir. I think it's that off that I can eat
Who's
it.
tried it? Grayson's tried it.
What this one do?
Grayson doesn't like it.
Kefir. This is amazing. Now that is like.
Guys,
Definitely
this
taste
is
the apple.
explode.
I think I'm good. Weird. It's good. Actually, it's fermented.
It's like, did you try it?
Yeah,
Did you
I'm
try
just
it?
waiting. Oh no, I'm smart.
I think it's really good.
I wait. Oh, you would.
You can taste the kefir, you can taste the apple, and you can taste the cinnamon.
That's what I don't like.
Alright, change it up.
Yeah, I like the more bland one. Like, no, I like this.
I like this.
You also like
Cheers.
Another cheers before we drink all of it.
Alright, cheers.
Is that
Mom, you like this one better?
This is more like tapacha.
Guys, are you ready for the pie?
Yep.
Cheers.
Yeah, but I think I like the ginger kefir
The
and
best?
yeah.
Strawberry or cherry.
Yeah, all
Mom?
those. Blueberry.
This also tastes like Mom, you're gonna go glug glug glug.
What do Elias and Breslin think?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Which one do you like better? This one?
I think I'm gonna stick with my ginger beer.
Grayson doesn't.
Robert!
Root beer
I mean,
and ginger beer.
What do you think?
You can have it.
cheers.
Really? You don't like it?
I just don't like kefir.
Cheers. Mom, cheers.
Alright, hold on.
You like this one?
Ready?
I'm just eating it.
Cheers.
Do you like it? I still drink all of it.
I like
This
it.
one tastes
We don't
more
want to drink out of my glass.
I just don't want 2 glasses.
I'm gonna be extra full. Mom, you want some more?
No, no. Give it to somebody else. We finished eating. None of the dinner chores have been done yet. The table is a mess.
Here is.
But I need to go to bed.
All right, so we have all of our beans pulled out of the working pantry. Oh, they look beautiful. Oh, look at that. It was almost 1 cup of beans. But have no
When you
fear.
have a son who decides to stab the beans.
Goofball.
Which one? Who did that?
Grayson.
When?
Look how easy that is.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Add a few beans to that.
Cup 1.
All right, so we're gonna see, we want 1 pound of beans.
Does it count?
To 2 heaping cups, we're gonna go. Does that sound good?
Good enough.
I'm thinking this is only double this, so I'm gonna can like 12 cans of beans and it's only gonna make 2 batches of chili.
Seriously?
But this is more for like emergency, we need chili
Now.
in 5 minutes.
It won't be done in 5 minutes.
Well, if we pressure can some ground beef.
Are you not measuring or weighing?
No. This does not need to be perfect. 2.
2. Dang it, you're gonna do it again.
1, 2. We need kidney. Oh, I asked for kidney, didn't I?
Yep.
Kidney and pig armor?
Yep.
Please don't forget to mark the bucket.
We need a pen down there.
There is a pen down there. Plus, Grayson took a marker. Do you have any thoughts you'd like to share with the working pantry and how simple and easy it is to do what you're doing?
So I was actually thinking about this the other day. When we started using bulk food, I remember getting the 5-gallon buckets and thinking, oh, it's so cool, storing my food in 5-gallon buckets, and you know, there's like a, I don't know, if there's something neat and new about it. And then you realize what a pain in the rear it is. And it just becomes so cumbersome, and it's easy to fall out of that habit because of how annoying it can be. And to fall into the conveniences of the packaged foods and the non-bulk food that we buy. And so, something that I've been learning over the last number of years is that if you want something to last, you need to make it easy. And so, that's kind of what...
It's what kept our marriage alive. Kevin's just easy.
That is what kind of spurred on the desire to adjust and change and adapt our bulk food supply, and how we use it is efforts to make it easy. And I love how easy it is. Like this, yes, it might take a little bit more work up front. We might have to actually package stuff in the Mylar bags, but it's totally worth it.
Because you get to spend time with your easy husband.
Because when you can do anything up front and build margin to allow for other things in your life,
Like an easy husband.
it makes life so much more enjoyable.
Just
Like,
okay.
Harper's squeaking over here.
Give me that.
All right, 2 heaping cups of black. There we go.
Check. Let's
Chili
just.
mix.
That's right.
Don't do this. Are you having fun with the beans?
I'm making it look like an American flag. Red, white, and blue. If you imagine the black is blue. Easy husband.
Thank you, Harbor, for filling the jars.
Thank you, Mom, for making it easy to fill the jars. Outside this Mylar bag that doesn't want to open. Right.
Oh, and I don't think that we mentioned. Maybe you did. Did you mention that the dishwasher's broken?
No, I didn't.
Among all of this,
cooking extravaganza. Our dishwasher is broken. Thankfully, the guy's coming to fix it tomorrow because it's still under a year old and under warranty.
Oh, so we get a new
But
one?
someone
Waited
took
a week.
about a week and a half to call on it.
That easy husband, not so easy.
It's time to make our chili seasoning, and we're gonna do, hoping to get a quart worth. I haven't made this in a little while, so I don't remember exactly how much I do. I think I'm gonna quadruple it and see, maybe we'll double it, I don't know. Because we start with 4 tablespoons of chili powder. 1, 3, 4, 12, 16. Doing the 4. So 2 tablespoons of cumin, so we're gonna do 8, 6, 8. And I'm gonna say, for some reason, cumin does not smell great to me right now. Do you wanna do some grinding? Maybe we should use the thing, because we need 8 teaspoons of pepper, and I don't think I'm gonna go this route. Harbor's gonna get more. So we're gonna go 3 teaspoons of salt. We're gonna do that times 4. So it's 1, 4. Pepper and paprika are coming. Garlic powder, 1 teaspoon. So we're gonna do like 1 heaping tablespoon. One teaspoon, so 1 heaping tablespoon, or 4 teaspoons of red pepper flakes. 1 teaspoon, 4 teaspoons, 1 heaping tablespoon. 1/4 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. So we're gonna go with 1 full teaspoon of cayenne pepper. 5 tablespoons of pepper. I can smell it from here. Fresh ground. 5.
Like it's
So 2 heaping. I shouldn't shake it.
Yeah, look how cool it is.
That's cool looking.
Can I get it? Here, I'll get a lid. Chili seasoning that I'm gonna leave until tomorrow when you make chili, and then you can shake it up.
She's cooking something. We are live coming to you from Comstock headquarters. Presenting to you a family food supply pie crust brought to you by Comstock Clan Mom.
4 cups of soft white wheat, freshly ground, and then we put it in the freezer. 1, 3.
This is at that stage in the evening in the recipe making where I say someone's making an extra pie crust in the morning and we should just go to bed.
I'm doing this.
Alexa, how many ounces is 4 cups of flour?
4 cups of flour weighs about 18 ounces.
Yeah, that's,
You're like a thing away. No, you don't do it.
it's,
Don't want the rest.
that's fine.
Okay. I thought you were writing the rest.
Okay, 4 cups flour. Whoa.
3.94.
And you wonder why I always get flour all over myself. Wow, it all landed in here.
Will you
Did it
collect
really?
that?
Yeah, there's nothing.
I was expecting it to be on
See,
the floor.
even when I'm messy, I'm clean. Oh, I said we should sift it, and we didn't, and that's okay.
No.
Yeah, if you turn that on, it's like sifting it.
No.
Turn it on, turn it on, turn it on, turn it on.
Okay.
Come on, just for fun.
It'll snow on the leaves.
Oh
Do you
yeah.
really want to clean that up?
Oh, just to see you get coated in flour? Yes.
Tablespoon of sugar.
Not tonight.
Oh.
You need to do that another night.
Yeah. When she's a grandma and your kids are around and G-Paw comes in behind the mom and you're sitting over there and I go, and when she ain't looking, I'm gonna go boop, and it's gonna go and all the grandkids are gonna be like, Grandpa's the best!
And then Grandma's gonna clean it up.
Oh, that'd be fun. And then I'll take water and douse Grandma with water. And then she'll
2 teaspoons of salt.
be, yeah.
Will you put that back? Will you put the sugar back?
See, she can't get mad at me when I'm a grandpa, because then she's like, oh, he's just old and weird.
Hey, I'm totally okay with any of that stuff as long as you have the capacity to clean it up.
Oh, I'll clean
You want to
it
know
up.
how you have the capacity to clean it up? You be proactive. You build margin in your life.
So, wait. I bet you. Hold on, stop it.
No, you stop.
Okay, now plug it. It won't go poof.
Oh, this is ruining all my fun. You're right. It needs to be in the blender.
Blender.
That was awesome. It sounded like the rocket.
I just asked you to put this away.
I subcontracted it to your daughter, and she just didn't.
Catch it.
Yes. I wasn't.
All right, before we get out the cold stuff, we're gonna
Stuff.
we're gonna mix up our egg,
Vinegar.
Wait, if you
vinegar,
needed
and
a cold
water.
egg, what you should have done is put it in the water.
No, it's fine.
Ha!
It was in the refrigerator. So 1 egg, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, and 1/2 cup water.
1 egg. Check.
Tablespoon of vinegar.
This is Azure eggs, Azure vinegar, Azure flour, Azure butter, and Azure water.
No, it's not.
Yeah, oh. Okay.
You don't buy bottled
And
water.
1/2 cup of cold water. Let's get our butter out
Just turned into 4 eggs.
and the lard. Harbor, I want you to cut up the butter. Baking lard from today. Wednesday. Yesterday? Yeah, we did this yesterday.
Is it 19?
I can't remember it.
Oh.
It's cold. It's frozen.
How do you want me to cut this? Like
As small as you can, as quick as you can. If you're doing this by hand, you can use a cheese grater to grate the butter, and it'll make it mix in really easily. Good.
4 of those for how much?
4 of these to count as 3/4 of a cup.
Oh.
Because it's missing.
They said it was only 1/3 a cup. You didn't use Berkey water, did you?
2.
Yep.
Alright, there you go.
The cold chopped butter. Baking lad. It looks like it says baking lad.
Like. Okay.
Alright, here we go. About to see some magic. There's magic inside there, you just can't see it. You need to put water in still. Right?
Should put water in the eggs.
Hold on. It's not done yet. Whoa. And let's grab.
Egg vinegar mixture in. Oh, it's starting to form. Boy.
Oh, Mom, look at this thing.
It's getting out, yeah.
Whoa.
It might be done.
How's it
It's
feel?
done.
Alright, boys and girls. That is the coolest thing that I've seen since sliced bread. Pie crust in the thing.
Are you serious? I've taught you how to do that before.
I've never done it.
Yes, I have. I know I've taught you how to do that before.
Alright, form into round disc. Flatten. Freeze. Don't freeze. We're just going to refrigerate it.
Are you gonna freeze it?
Refrigerate. Well,
It reminds me
I
of
think there
those
might be too much
Prince.
lard because of our lack of measuring.
So what you're gonna do is just gonna wrap one individually. So put it in the middle. All right.
I'll put them on. If you want, I'll put them on and then you can wrap them.
Okay.
With your hands.
Ta-da! All right. Good job, Shira.
We did our beans, we did our chili seasoning, and we did our pie crust. And it is 8:10. Yeah. We are not night owls in this house.
We're both dying. And we say goodnight. We'll see you tomorrow. In the morning tomorrow? I gotta go.